let's get radical. Do you ever like tighten your chain, go to tighten your chain, and then when you finish, you're like, did I even tighten it? Do you ever do that?
Yeah, or it's way too tight or something.
What do you do? Okay. Yeah. Move. He thinks he's like the boss. G'day folks, how's it going? Juddy here. Well, guess what? Got a little surprise for you guys. Got a little surprise for Hopper actually. Hopper, I got a surprise for you, mate. Let's have a look around the corner. Oh, your girlfriend's turned up. Black Betty, she's here for a bit of a camping night. So, aren't you a lucky boy? Alright, that's my intro.
Kwakka Saké.
Let's ride! Woo!
Yeah, so here we are doing a voiceover because as usual my audio sucks. Brought to you by SRC Crashbars. Yes, the best valued crash bars for me. Look at the price there. I think it was quite a considerably lower price, and they're much improved to the first attempt they had to make crash bars for the third generation KLR. So there we go. Get hold of Tony and take advantage of the massive price drop on the SRC crash bars for the wonderful KLR, the most awesome motorcycle in the world. Thanks.
T7. Ah, Hopper, you're surrounded by T7. And look at these. Oh, man. All these blokes. All these blokes surrounding Hopper. It's okay, mate. It's all good. We love you. We love you. We know you. We know you've fallen for Black Betty in the past, but no falling for these ones today. Okay, all right. They're dodgy as. This is Nate, Josh, and Mike, and we're going for a ride. Okay. We just turned up at old mate's place. Coffee and cake. Mike's lovely wife made us coffee and cake, and we're going to hit the Glasshouse Mountains. Yeah! Okay, that was a bit over the top. Okay, I'm riding with old men here. Okay, so hey, yeah, and then we're camping overnight. I'm looking forward to it. So hopefully, Hopper, what are we going to do today? Are we going to test out these SRC bars or what? We're going to give them a go. Chances are we're going to go over, okay? And we're just going to try these out and see how the new SRC crash bars work out. SRC. And Tony's got a special on at the moment. I think it's $300 odd for the bash plate and $4.99. I think it's $3.50 for the bash plate, $4.99 for the crash bars, which is a steal. And yeah, get it up here. I think he even does like a package deal. So if you want the crash bars and the bash plate, get onto his site, SRC Moto Adventure Australia, and see if he can do you a deal.
So what's a little voiceover without a little bit of a music track? Yes, my audio is stuffed up again, and it does get better. Anyway, we're in the Glasshouse Mountains. We're following Mike. Mike's our glorious leader to start with, and we've got Nate following. And Josh. Look at those grubs left lying around. Mongrels. Nothing worse than a litter bug. So it was good we all got together this day to get out and about. It looked like it wanted to rain, but we were lucky enough to get away with most of the day without too much. A little bit drops. We need rain. God knows we need rain. You can hear the frog in my gutter right now. The joys of doing voiceover work. We just had a tiny little bit of rain and just such a tease. When I go walking in the paddock at the moment, the grass is crunching under my feet. So the frog's getting excited. Oh, hear that? No. I thought he had stopped then. Anyway, so somebody once told me that Australia is full of the most annoying animal noises you could ever hear, from kookaburras to corellas to frogs in your downpipe. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. We're coming up here. Juddy takes a good look left, right, left again, as he was taught as a youngster. Always check when you're crossing the road. Yeah, so I'm doing a bit of a visor clip, a little bit of a visor flip count today. Put your money on how many do you think you're going to see. I actually had a count when I got to the end, but I'm telling you there was a whole lot more than I managed to catch on camera. These audio difficulties are just another thing that is against you when you oh, here we go, a little bit of rough terrain. We're getting off the road now, and the whole idea was for Mike to take us for a gentleman's ride. Yes, it was the distinguished gentleman ride today. There was not going to be any real challenges. It wasn't boring, that's for sure. It was quite, it was challenging at times, because, yeah, like, we're on adventure bikes and we're doing stuff like, which is, you're at home doing on a YZ125. So we had fun doing it though. There's a couple of challenges coming up ahead that we captured, and yeah, but I think Mike was determined to just take it easy because he's a postie, so he rides every day. And Josh is telling me my blinker's on here. Thanks, Josh. You're a bloody legend, mate. Don't you hate that? Riding behind someone with their indicator on, it really sucks balls, like Cartman would say. Cartman says it better than me. Anyway, so please forgive me for my foul language. Yeah, so Here we go again. That's number 5. Young bloke out on the trails. That's number 7. And please, if you're gonna fast forward, because of my wonderful guitar playing, please catch up with the video when the audio gets better. Yes, one of the challenges I'm having is editing. I bought this tablet. I got this tablet to do my editing on, and it's a 128 gig. I figured I can make a movie with 128 gig, but what I didn't count on was all the files that go into it, plus you're making the movie, plus you have to export it. You know, these movies, you know, you're looking at about 100 gig minimum. And then when you go to export it, it won't export to a SD card. I put a 1 terabyte SD card in, thinking, yeah, no worries at all. There goes Nate, you're a legend, mate. And yeah, so here I am thinking, I got a terabyte of memory. There's going to be no troubles. Josh is look at him go. He's a bloody legend, that fella. Yeah, so when it comes to exporting my data, I'm just testing out my 3D cycles windscreen. I'm thinking I'll put it down, just see how it goes, if I can see the train any better. But yeah, I go to export, it won't let me export to an SD card. However, it will export to the cloud, to Google Box, to it'll even export to YouTube, which I'm thinking maybe that's what I should do from now on, just directly export it to YouTube. However, I have tried it in the past and I've had trouble, so good on you, Hopper, you're a bloody legend. And yeah, so all these challenges, you know, I've been editing this for weeks, and yeah, it's been a real pain in the neck. So yeah, even today, yeah. Anyway, what do? You just keep on keeping on. Us Aussies, we don't give up without a fight, and like YouTube will be missing me. So I threw up a few shorts over the last few weeks. I threw up a little video, a little motivational video today. I made a little access door, which I thought turned out really nice. It was rustic for our horse stables. So yeah, the horse stables it's our house. Yeah. Anyway, what are we thinking of? A bit of there's a little bit of conversation going on here, and as you see, the road's wet, so we did get a little bit wet coming up to the mountains here. Yeah, old Mike, so good to get out with him, mate, and Nate and Josh. trying to get my camera work. I'm in editing. I am trying to do these little things that just make a difference to the finished product. It's not easy, and it's not like anybody really teaches you this stuff. You could probably... Oh, here we go, Judd's Road. Mike had a surprise for me, and it was Judd's Road. Yeah. So here we go again. I think that one was a false alarm. Mike's saying how he wanted to put the drone up, but because of the rain, he decided it probably wasn't a good idea. And yeah, so here we go again, down the open road. Yeah, I haven't played the guitar for a while. I thought it would be a good idea to do a bit of a guitar voice-over thing, but maybe I need to get a little bit of practice up on the old G. But what I wanted to do, this was my priority, was getting this video up. The boys were tired of sitting behind Juddy. They're off. I'm getting a little bit wet and foggy. I think they might have been waiting for me here. I'm not sure. 20, yeah. Juddy's got his famous visor flip count up to 20 already. So that's not too bad. I think when you're following blokes, you get a bit of dust, but with that little bit of rain, it sort of settled the dust a bit. However, I wasn't real smart. I had my visor up and ended up, my glasses ended up filthy, wet, muddy. Yeah.
What's that? Yeah.
Here we were. My audio comes good now.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so we're just starting on Juddy's part of the ride, because we left the Glasshouse, and we're into the Belthorpe Ranges. Yes, the Belthorpe Ranges, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it right.
There's a left back there. That goes back to where, if we go there, I think.
That was awful, wasn't it? That was woeful. How's it go? Yes, that sounds a little bit better. Yeah, so Belthorpe Ranges, don't go up there alone. I go up there alone all the time, and you got to watch out for toothless, bearded yowies with shotguns. Yes, we're having a great time. This is a new track. I sort of knew where it was coming out. We've just come out onto the main track here, but Josh had actually travelled that track previously on that day, because he actually came to my place from that way. So yeah, so this is Goodler Road actually. This is, I'm going east on Goodler Road, but if I was going the other way, it would bring you to that bloody hill, also known as Juddy's Hill. Yes, the my nemesis, the hill climb, but I will conquer it. Yes, I will. However, not today. Not on road tyres. Not as dry as it is. Very slippery at the moment. Josh wanted to go. You know, he was like, "Come on, man, let's do it." But I was actually thinking of Mike and Nate. Yeah, I didn't want to really be a bad influence on them. Yes, and if you believe that, yeah. Yeah, so no, I really did want to. I know the directive was a gentleman's ride, and there was going to be no pain. There was going to be no stacks today. We were just going to take it easy. I wasn't even going to test out Tony's Crashbars today, but we'll see. You never know. We might end up testing out Tony's Crashbars. This isn't a bad little ride, this. I love this ride, actually. And as I'm getting used to this track, I sort of get a little bit of speed happening. Because I think the thing that will bring you undone on these tracks are the whoopsie-doos, the erosion mounds that they put in, and like seriously you can't see them, and even when you do see them you don't know what's on the other side. So if you go launching over one of those, yeah, you could be in trouble. At the crossroads here.
All good?
Josh. Oh, Juddy's trying to sort of do a little bit of a spin out. It wasn't really that. I wasn't in control, put it that way. I lost it. So uncoordinated, mate. Yeah. But like, this was a great day. I thoroughly enjoyed today, actually. And yeah, it takes, just watching it back, it sort of takes all the misery out of the editing and the troubles with memory and exporting, and you know, you can't get the quality video you want because for a 4K 100 megabits a second, you're looking at like 15 gig for a video. So anyway, we'll see how we go. I've got my fingers crossed. I'm doing the voiceover. I'm thinking I might get away with it if I upload it directly to YouTube. So you may be the first person to see this movie. You may even see it before I get to see it. I did put in a fair bit of hard work. There's not enough hours in the day, to tell you the truth. But such is life. We finally get to some red dirt, and this is where it starts, where that dry bush, that arid, there's Nate, that arid bush setting, it makes way for,
just up ahead, if you turn right, goes down to Conondale.
It's beautiful rainforest. I think I'm telling Josh we're going to get radical, man. Let's do it. And yeah, I know. Yeah, it looks like easy tracks, but you really have to be careful because if you go in too hot, you can't stop. If you hit one of those erosion mounds, you're in trouble. So I'm sort of getting to know these tracks a little bit now, and I still don't know where everything is, but hey, someone like Josh, it doesn't bother him, he just goes for it. Oh, Juddy, what are you doing? I got a little excited there. So excited to test out my new SRC Crashbars. Didn't know they were SRC, mate. Look at this, hey? Isn't it good to get help?
Yeah.
Straight over. Thank you, mate. I think that was Josh. Thank you, Josh. Frickin' legend that bloke is. And you don't realise how heavy these bikes are until you stack them. And I was having a little bit of trouble actually, because I do have this feature on my bike that when you stack it, it stalls the motor. And it must just switch the ignition off. So I'm here trying to start it and the ignition's dead. And but I was having issues with my gearing because I've got such a high gearing. If I drop my revs, it just stalls,
I think this is going down to Conondale.
Yeah. Anyway, this is the point where I say, Josh, we're going the wrong way, mate. We need to turn around, fellas.
I missed the turn, yeah, we're not far.
And then, Mike's looking at me as if to say, Juddy, come on, man. And then I realised, look, I think I stuffed up. No, we are going the right way. And Josh confirms with his maps. It's good to have a navigator on board. So... and Mike saw that my camera was out of kilt. So, these blokes are awesome, man. And if I hadn't have stuffed up then, I wouldn't have realised, and I wouldn't have got any footage from the rest of the ride. So, aren't I lucky? Look at Hopper go. Hopper is at home in this sort of wilderness, and never places a foot wrong, do you, Hopper? Always looks after me, and but I'm not as good a rider as Hopper is a bike. Oh, nice slow-mo, Juddy. Oh, how cool is that? Look at that. I actually got excited. There you go, Tony. Both of those crash bars work really good. And I was very happy to christen them.
Well, the crash bars work.
Yeah.
Thanks, mate.
I hope some... look at Nate. He just lifted that bike for me. You're a legend, brother.
I don't know what that's all about.
Oh, yeah, I'm explaining how, when my bike is at low rev, sometimes it stalls.
Okay. Thanks, fellas.
And I sort of got a little bit of a tongue twister there saying, I don't know what's happening, but when I lock it up, my bike stalls, and Josh is like, well, duh, man, pull the clutch in, bro. I'm like, no, I can't quite, I'm not going to even try to explain it right here, right now, but my bike has been stalling. It might be the valve clearances. She's in the shop at the moment getting the valve clearances done under warranty, so Isn't that good? Eh? It's good to have your bike under warranty. And let the boys at Brisbane Motorcycles look after me. Yeah, great bunch of blokes. They gave me a lane bike. They gave me a little Z650. And I was singing soprano for a couple of nights there after riding that thing. And I dropped in and my bike still wasn't ready. I was like, boys, can you give me something a little bigger? Like, because I commute, I put my gear on there, you know, I take my tablet, I take a set of clothes and my esky and everything. And it was all strapped on the tail of the Z650. He looked at me, mate, I've got just the bike you need. And you know what, he rolled out with a Generation 2 KLR 650. I was like, woo! Not as good as you though, Hopper. I'll give you the tip. Not as good as the old Hopstar. Look at that, man. Hey, I love that emoji. That's my emoji. I've used it for years, and it's amazing how much like a samurai it looks. Like a Kwakka Saké samurai, yes. Oh, Kwakka Saké. Son, hey. So the track's got some rough bits. You can see we've had a fire recently on the northern side of the track. Yeah, quite a bit of smoke. It looks like they probably backburned that, because being right off the track there on one side, it looks like it's a backburning job. Our local fireys get out in the bush and do that for us, keep our wilderness and the local folks who live in the area safe. Yeah, encourages new growth, doesn't it? Yes, that's what our Indigenous folk have done for thousands of years, and I think we're only just cottoning on now that, yeah, we should be doing it too. Anyway, what's happening? Oh, Juddy. This is lovely. I love this bush up here. I can't believe this is like an hour from home. Just like, if I jumped on my bike now and went up Goodley Hill, I'm half an hour from it. Starting to get wet. Yeah, I think we're getting up to the mud hole. Coming up to the mud hole. The mud hole of death. That I come undone in there a couple of times. Oh. And the first time it took me seemed like hours to get out. It wasn't too bad today actually. When it's been chewed up, you've got little to no chance of getting through there unless you send it, which you'll see as we're coming up, the little strategies we have to get across this mud hole. And you can see the elevation, the rainforest. We're just going up, up, up. And if I hadn't have edited this video, you know, it was quite, it was a good half an hour, 40-minute descent. But I wasn't going to bore you with the descent. I cut it up. Here we are here, the mud hole. Anyway, I might let the video do the talking here.
Yeah. I've been through there and I've stacked it, and I've been through there and I've stacked it. But I've been through where Mike is now and I've sort of just waddled through. Okay, once you're in it, I think that spot there is the one. It's only because you guys are here. If I was on my own, I would have stacked it for sure. I'll get there and catch him. You're right, bro. You got it? Mad dog. Look, he's still going. Well done, brother. So about 20 minutes, 15 minutes from my joint. Keen for a cold beer? Oh, yeah. Do you like beer? Do you like my SRC stickers? Can I get some footage of you? Straight ahead, man. He's like, if you can keep up. He's gone. Woo! Holy fucking dilly. Is that what you said, if you can keep up? Whoa! I tried to wave and nearly come a gutser. Hello! Mike's up on the peg. Oh, oh. Oh, oh.
So as you can see, I get rather excited. Mike and I have been talking about going for a ride together for months, and it was really good to get out on the trails with Mike. And yeah, he's such a good bloke. He's a real warm-hearted fella, and he's a good postie too. I wish he was my postie. I wouldn't let him go, but yeah, he's one in a million, and you got to watch those little puddles on the other side of the erosion mounds, don't you? You can get into trouble. Oh yeah, and yeah, I just reminded of a rock getting flung up on my front visor, and I'm thinking about my light, my front headlight. I don't have a guard on it yet, so just one of those things, I guess.
About my headlight. I'm thinking, oh shit.
Old Josh is doing what Josh does, taking the best video he can, and yeah, I've noticed he's got some good video of him and Nate have gone out since recently, and you know what Josh does is really good. He's got a good recipe, and yeah, I hope he doesn't mind if I borrow some of those recipes. You can see actually some of my video still hasn't been finished. Look at Nate go. Yeah, but I'm just going to leave it the way it is.
Hey, Nate.
Yeah. So by the time we get to the end of the visor flip count, you have to add a couple of, yeah.
This way, fellas.
There you go.
That guy's the gym now.
This way, Mike. Good on you, Mike. Oh, mate. And then I remembered about my headlight, and I'm like, oh, don't stick too close, mate. Get past him and lead the way. Take it in, son. Take it in. You can video next time when you got a guard for your headlight, mate. And that should be a priority, actually. Get a guard for my headlight. Ah, here we go. There's a little quarry down here. And this is where I thought, I haven't been down here before, but it'd be interesting to go check it out. And yeah, see if there's anything we can do, and any challenges. And there was this little bit of a rise there, and I'm thinking, I don't know, maybe this is a good one for Josh. And you know what Josh is like. He's just like, yeah, just send it, mate. Yeah, it doesn't look that steep. So I decided, Josh did it. Like, I can do it, and it's like, oh, yeah. Anyway, I did it. I was quite surprised with myself, actually. Yeah, old Nate was lined up to give it a go, and I think I psyched him out, actually. I was a bit worried about him because they were on my ride. I didn't want any accidents. Because old Nate, he has broken his back in the past, so I decided, that's it, boys, let's go. Beer o'clock. I think Mike was just like, yes, hurry up. And
did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I'd already told him a few times.
Okay.
Yeah, Josh was just telling me that he enjoyed the ride, and yeah. I was just giving him a heads up, these big ruts down here. Like, if you come up here over night time, you'd fall in that. You wouldn't even see it. And it'd swallow your motorcycle and you. And your pillion if you had one on. And, yeah. It doesn't look steep, does it? But it is reasonably steep. And if you went off the edge, that's one of those things you would hurt yourself. Your bike would be all right, but look, Josh is just flying past. He's in neutral. He's got his motor turned off, and he's like, this is the way it's done, Juddy. Just go for it. Yeah, and it's a bit sketchy, mate. Like, not the hooligan I used to be, the devil may care attitude, and
Yeah.
oh,
It doesn't even look anything on camera, eh?
A little bit of a discussion here.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're talking about how steep it
And
was,
it's
I
not
think.
just steep that way, it's steep that way. It just dragged me. It's like a magnet.
Yeah.
It drags you there.
Anyway, we're nearly home, and yeah, so thanks for coming along on the ride, guys. It's been a great, it's great to see a project come to fruition, and a voiceover, you know, let's just face it, it's one of those things that I need to do to keep it entertaining. It's, what is it? It's nearly an hour-long video. So to keep it entertaining, we need to go over and above. See, I got number 21 there, but there was quite a few that I didn't count, and yeah.
Right in the country today.
Number 23. I think I made it to 25. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I love you guys.
So that's good, Lorraine.
I think of Cartman, you know, I love you guys. I love Cartman.
That one up there.
Number 24. Oh, that's right. I'm pointing out Goodley Hill. It's one of those steep buggers there. I think it's that one. Yeah. Because, yeah, there's actually some of those mountains, they're not connected. That one in centre of screen, that's like a volcano. It looks like a volcano. It's just jutting up out of the landscape. And yeah, life's good, folks. Maxie boy, back home on the ranch, and yeah, it's time to crack a coldie. So I'll show the boys where to
Park
pull
up
up.
down here somewhere. I'll go grab some beers. Hey.
A good bunch of blokes. Thanks, guys. Thanks for coming.